Hi everyone, I'm Andrea, and today I'm going to be showing you my styling secrets on how I go from this to this. Big, sexy, beachy waves. So it's really simple. You just got to follow these steps that I'm about to show you next, and you too can achieve this look. Okay, so some of the things that you're going to need, obviously I wear extensions, so I get mine, they're clip-in. They come in a pack at Sally's Beauty Supply, and I get the blonde ones that already have some highlights built in because I don't have exactly one color of hair. I have some lowlights in there, but they're great. I keep my extensions for like 6 to 8 months because I take really good care of them. So another thing you're going to use is you're going to need to get a 1.5 barrel iron. I just use like a Conair. It's pretty cheap, but it works pretty well. A paddle brush, a tease comb, and then just a wide tooth comb. Alright guys, so first thing that I do is when my hair is wet, when I get out of the shower, I'll round brush it to dry it. And that just gives me some body, gives me some of these like natural waves that before I start using my curling iron, I kind of already have some body to my hair. So what you're going to want to do to get beachy waves is just take a small section of your hair. I always start with my top layers and then kind of work my way down. And then when you use your curling iron, instead of starting from the bottom and curling up, which is what a lot of girls do, and then that's how you get those really tight curls, I'll start from like midway through my hair, kind of like that, and then just curl up, hold it just for a couple seconds, open up the barrel, like that. So I bring when I'm pulling my hair down, releasing my hair from the curling iron, I pull it down instead of pulling out, which is how you get those really tight curls. So I'll just go through my hair like that, kind of doing each layer in big sections so none of the hair is really sticking together. And then I'll of course comb it out after I get all the curls in there. But it doesn't take me too long because there's not a real, you don't have to be too exact with your curls because it's going to be a messy look anyway. So even doing the bangs, just get the very ends, pull them back. And you'll just go through like this through your whole head before putting your extensions in. Okay, so now that my natural hair is all curled, and you can kind of see it's still kind of clumped together, I'll just lightly mist my hairspray over it, and then just tousle it with my hands to add some body, break up those curls. So this would be the look if you didn't want to add extensions, you just wanted to keep your hair short. I'd probably tease a couple pieces, but now we're gonna become beautified with these bad boys. So I always start with my longer pieces in the back. I buy the 18s, but usually I'll make them into like 22s because I'll just clip them a little longer. So actually we're going to do that today, so you can improvise a little. So I'll start right back here, literally pretty much the back of my head, going into my neck, and I'll comb these out. And I pre-curled my extensions just like I did my normal hair. So this is what they kind of look like, but I'm going to touch them up after I have them in. And I'll just clip them from the bottom so there's hardly any hair down here. And I found that the key if you have short hair and you're adding extensions is to start clipping them pretty much at the bottom of your baby hairs, because when girls clip them, like for instance, if I were to use my first clip up here, what's going to happen is when I look at you straight on, you're going to see the short hair and then you're going to see the extension behind that. And that's not cute. So we're just going to keep going through and adding those extensions in. Okay guys, so have my extensions freshly curled. Now what I'm going to do is how you get that tousled look. So just like I did with my normal hair, when I was done curling it, light spritz with the hairspray. Also try to spritz when I like to do this just so it gives it some body. And then I'm just going to run my hands through it. And then if you want to have those 18-inch extensions a little bit longer than what they are right now, I have one more piece. This is a little trick, so you don't have to buy like a really long pair and then a shorter pair. You can clip the last pair in, fit in about halfway down the hairline. And you're not going to see this since it's at the back of your head. Even though it might feel a little weird, it'll look good at the end. So it's just kind of like hanging loose on the normal hair. It's not clipped into any baby hair. It's just kind of an extension on an extension. And now they're a little longer. And then what I'll do is I'll tease, because I don't just want to tease the top of my hair, because that's going to kind of give me like that look, and it's going to go smaller at the bottom, so you don't want that. You're going to want to tease underneath your hair, and this will basically give you a full body from the bottom up, because that's the key with beachy waves. So I'll just grab like some pieces and just kind of go like this at the bottom of my hair. Alright guys, and that's it. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, or any requests on more hair tutorials or tutorials in general, you can just leave a comment below, and we do read all those comments, so it's really good to get your ideas heard. So that's everything. Thanks guys!